Hello, welcome back to Jeff's Giant Growing Journal. Time for a little bit of an update here. You can see here, this is my 150 patch, and I don't have anything in it yet. I'm hoping to get that planted this morning before work if I can. If not, I'll get them done right after work today. But as you can see here, I've got my weed barrier down, outlining my patch. I was going to do it a little different shape. I wasn't sure I was going to have enough room to do it. To be perfectly honest with you, I got a little bit lazy with how I was going to do it. I had to go back and look and see and do some figuring, and I just said, you know what, the heck with it. I'm going to do the same shape I did last year, just a regular old 10 feet by 15 feet, and keep it simple. So you see there my 12-ounce can for reference, but I'm also going to go over the sizes here. You can see my tape measure there at the end, and let's go down here and we'll show you that it's at 50, or I'm sorry, it's at 10 feet. There you go. It's upside down, but I'm sure you guys can read that. Let me reset this tape measure, and I'll bring you back for the 15 feet. Okay, so now I got it reset for the lengthwise here, and you can see my tape measure at the end there, and we come down here. And we're 15 feet there. So 10 by 15 is what I'm going to do. And I'm going to start them back in that corner by where that piece of wood is, where my walking board is. I'm going to start them there, and I'll run them down here to this opposite corner, hopefully with the fruit somewhere in that area. And hopefully we get 1109 and a half. That's my goal this year. I'm actually growing my 563.5 squash from last year in here. It is the 1109 selfed. So we're gonna see what happens with it. I'll end up selfing it, but just because I don't have any other squash and I'm not gonna cross the pumpkin. I'll give you a little plant update as well. These are the 1989.5 Conways. Growing a little slower than I would like. Not sure if that's just me with my wishful thinking, or if they really are growing slow. I've seen some others that are growing pretty fast and growing really well, and mine aren't. And I don't know exactly why. I've got a theory, but I'll save that, what my theory is, for a future video. I got to test some things and see if that doesn't solve my problem, or you know, if it's just me. I'm looking at all these other pictures, and everybody else's are just growing leaps and bounds over mine because that's normal. But we'll see. I don't know. I don't know just yet. You can see my quote-unquote cover crop. Pretty high. I'm probably going to get in here in the next week or so and weed eat that, get that weed eat down, get it knocked down, and let it start breaking down a little bit before I get it tilled in, before that plant lays down all the way and reaches the end of my weed barrier. And I got to amend the next 10 feet and get it all tilled in. So, but I'll knock that down with a weed eater here, like I said, probably within the next week or so. Little side note here, I do have a gaping hole in the end of my greenhouse. Doc gives me a hard time about it, but he's not wrong. I really do need to get it covered up, and right there is one of the reasons why. I come in here this morning and there's a blue jay flying around, but right there's the hole. I just got to get some metal and get it put in there to seal that up, and that'll hopefully stop those birds from coming in. It's not the first one I've had in here, likely not going to be the last. Okay, and these are the 1813.5 pews. You can tell these ones here are quite a bit bigger, and I believe part of that reason is I have a grow light in here. I have this grow light, comes on in the middle of the night, adding a little bit of extra light to them to help them out. More of a test for myself to see how much it really helps, if it helps, if it hurts, what's going on. You know, just kind of one of those little experiments that we tend to do every year. This is one that I figured wouldn't really hurt, so I figured I'd just go with it. However, you can see right there, I do have some burn on there, and I believe it's from that light. Doesn't make much sense for it to be anything else. It's literally that one leaf. There might be a little bit on that leaf right there, but nothing like that one. The plant on the left is definitely bigger, definitely a longer vine. It is up in the air as well. I'm probably going to move that light back here before I leave for work today. But yeah, those are the 1813.5 pews. Again, not laying down yet, but I figure probably within the next couple days the one on the left will. The one on the right kind of is. Just a little bit odd, I guess, the way that it laid down. I might have the kickstand to cut off of the one here on the left. You can kind of see it hiding there behind the stump. So I'll get that cut off of there as well before I leave, and hopefully it'll lay down, like I say, within the next couple of days, and we'll be off and running. And I'm going to test the same theory with this as I do with the 1989 Conways, and see if I can't get these things growing a little bit faster. Through the magic of YouTube, my 563s are in the ground, so my last of the plants are in the ground. My 150 patch is done. We're getting a little bit of rain right now, but I don't think we're supposed to get a whole lot, so I will water them in with some biologicals, some fish and seaweed, I think, things like that. But they are open. I don't have a hoop over them. I'm not going to put a hoop over them. That's why I have the bamboo in there to just help support them and keep the wind from really whipping them around too much. Something else I want to show you guys. You guys need to ask Scott about his garlic, just to see how big his garlic is. Get in here and see. You see, it's got some pretty good size to it. I've never grown seed garlic before. I've always just went to the store and bought garlic. I'm really impressed with the size of it. I'm hoping it's equally impressive underground. We'll find out here in another month or two. I got quite a bit of it, but ask Scott about his garlic. See how big his is. Speaking of Scott, don't forget Pumpkin Wars. You guys got until May 31st to pick your team. It doesn't matter who you pick, guys. It really doesn't. It's a friendly competition, but the benefit for you is you get free seeds. It doesn't cost you anything to enter this contest. It's free. There's all kinds of things out there. People running different contests. This is one that's free. It doesn't cost a penny. We'll even ship the seeds to you at our expense. So it doesn't hurt. Pick a team. You know, you got till May 31st. Pick your team. Figure out who you want to pick. Whether it's myself, Team Chris, Team Doc, Team Scott, or Team Jay. Any one of us honestly has a fantastic chance at winning. It's a long season. It's the middle of May now, and you know, we're not going to know the winner until the end of October, middle of October. So, but pick your team and get on one and get yourself a chance at some free seeds. There'll be a lot of good crosses made this year between us, and I think there'll be some really good seeds and some good big fruit by the four of us this year. So, like I said, pick your team and get yourself a chance at some free seeds. So good luck this year, guys. I hope everybody grows a personal best. God bless and grow big.